I like this issue a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought the art was really strong. I really like the cover. I think there's some hilarious gags with, having Professor X in the Morlock garb and
Oh
the
yeah.
kind of chains and stuff in the beginning of the book. I was great to see Banshee again. I'd love to see him using his powers, but he still hasn't gotten those back as far as we know. I think John Proudstar looks awesome in this book. I think Firestar looks awesome. Great costume. I'm a little bit this is again a situation where I'm scratching my head about should I be reading New Mutants? Like, is John in there, or are they kind of backdooring him into the Hellions via this comic, and then he'll show up there later. I honestly don't know. I don't know if if this is the revelation of his of the first time he's been in a book, or if that happens in New Mutants.
It does, Stojr. I looked that one up. It seems like he comes out of nowhere in this one, but his introduction was in New Mutants number 16. I haven't read it though, so I don't know how that introduction was handled.
Oh, and you said 16, so it's
Yep.
during the Demon Bear saga or thereabouts. Okay, or right before it, I think maybe. Okay, so yeah, so that's where that introduction would be. I haven't read it yet either, but that would be where Kitty and Doug go, where we had that sort of cliffhanger where Kitty and Doug go, and she gets captured by Emma earlier in the book. It's also interesting, like I think we talked a while back about how Emma Frost is considered a villain for so long, and how it's weird in modern X-Men how she's not. But you see the seeds of that here. These students love her, and he's Professor X is allowing them to go to her as another student, as another teacher, even as far back as this. So. So that's interesting. I think the popular culture of like the Pride of the X-Men or the video games or other things have kind of maybe built up how long Emma was a villain, because I'm pretty sure she was knocked out for half the time, and she's really only a villain like in the first two appearances. Maybe I guess maybe you can consider that New Mutant 16 a villain too, because she's kind of kidnapping Kitty, but she's not like a regular adversary of the X-Men. It's only been a couple times. So I think the issue's strong. The other thing is, I mentioned this last time in the gift, but Kitty using her powers. I think it's so interesting to see her as a proactive, offensive, stealthy, confident, member of the team, throughout this whole book, and that is juxtaposed with some of Nightcrawler's, lack of confidence and struggles as a leader throughout this book. But yeah, you see her taking Wolverine through the entire mountain throughout these panels here on the screen. So I think all of this is really strong. As much as Wolverine, yells at her for making an amateur mistake in here, the rest of the issue, she's really showing off her powers and kind of being, proactive with that stuff. What do you think?
Yeah,